Have y'all heard of the 16-year-old boy who raped a girl so bad that he blinded her and paralyzed her? His victim was Queena, who was also a high school student at the time. She was dropping off books at the Bloomingdale Regional Public Library, and Morris decided to attack her. Morris dragged Queena around the building, and he violently raped and beat her. Queena is now unable to swallow, to walk, to talk, or function on her own. So what's really odd is that Queena was on the phone and she felt the weird vibes because he was sitting on a bench across from the library. He was staring her down and she was telling her friends, like, look, this guy is creepy. I'm ready to just return the books and go back. As she was walking back, her friends heard her screaming on the phone. So one of them made a frantic phone call to 911, and they also rushed to the scene where they saw there was blood trails everywhere. Her phone also was snapped in half and partially under the car.
I want to focus on what happened to this young woman. She was on a 36-hour shift. And when she needed to rest at 2 a.m., there was nowhere else to go except a seminar room inside the hospital that had no CCTV camera. She was found raped and murdered the next day. The police have since arrested an individual who's been charged with the crime, who is not even an employee of the hospital. He was some sort of civic volunteer who was given access to every department of this hospital.
So you're telling me even after hearing that in this woman's Grape kit, they found 150 ml worth of sperm, it means that multiple men raped this woman. And in her autopsy, they find that her skull was broken, her leg was broken, her crotch bone was broken, she had glass in her eyes, she had 113 bite marks all over her body. As gruesome as that is to happen to a doctor at work, you are telling me that there are men going on porn sites so that they can search for the footage of these things happening to this doctor to get off. Whether you are in India or whatever, it cannot be that men are human beings.
Raped me. And then I'm raped. Honestly speaking, I didn't. I was that girl who didn't know anything. To me, it was fine. You understand? The way it was, when I go with so me, I was like, he's my father. Like, I didn't until when I grew up, I was like, I realized it was a
Have you healed from this whole thing?
I healed, but I asked myself why.
Here's the problem that I have with this video. Allowing a registered SA offender to sit in such topics, firstly, can diminish the severity of harm that they cause to their victim. It almost weakens the accountability for SA offenders. It contributes a very negative perception to society that the voice of the perpetrator is more elevated than that of the victim. And as a person who is a Grape survivor, I know for a fact that I wouldn't one day want to wake up and see my offender sitting publicly and sitting in such topics. In fact, I personally believe that if you are registered, especially registered sexual offender, you automatically lose the moral authority to sit in such sensitive topics.
Bro, I'm sorry, what? The authorities said, I've never seen a crime like this. I would hope so. Basically, 4 guys in India got together, made a little group, went out, and found a lizard. Imagine being guy number 4. What are you doing, dude? First off, how do you approach somebody with this idea? How do you find somebody that thinks it's a good idea? And then how do you find 2 more people that think that's a good idea? I have no idea how big a monitor lizard is. I'm not going to look it up. I imagine it's not that big compared to a human. This is real. This is real. This happened. This happened. And I think that's the craziest part.
We need to talk. Let me just have a drink. fuck is wrong with men? Like, seriously. What the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck? Eight of you. Not one of you in that group went, I really don't think that this is a great idea. No. One of you suggested it, and the rest of you, the other seven went, sure. I mean, why not? Nothing and nobody is safe from a fucking man. Period. We're not fucking safe. You don't make us feel safe. You promise to protect and provide, but you fucking don't. You fucking don't. And every single day you fucking remind those of us who went, we're done with you, why we're fucking done with you. And why we choose the bear.
I never tried in my life. Come on, punish our man. If we can lie, okay, let's lie to them. Maria, every man did it. No, none took it. Okay, yeah. Get maybe a Zanga way. I see it's Gomora. Let's go. Into Sarah Runa, Libo Brag, and Raja Pudo, and Komaka for the Pudu, yeah, but it was a Mutra. Then you smash a pudi. Eh, really, you bravo. Necessarily bana. Eh, start jadi pudi. Baru file file. Aku tak kata saya itu na file railway. Tapi jadi pudi. Panisha bisira. Ini lo jangan aku marah kong. Nar jangan aku marah kong. Lo na bojin. Yo na nakija.
God says that whoever repeats the same sin as the fallen, to lay down with animals, to commit fornication with beasts, to mate outside of their kind, that person will be destroyed with the same judgment as the fallen have already received. To mate outside kind is an abomination. To mate outside kind is destruction. To mate outside your class is death. So says the mouth of the Lord. So nobody's talking about interracial anything here to all the racist, eugenicist mindset people. God is not speaking to color here. He's literally speaking to the class divides that exist between a pure blood human and a hybrid, a pure blood human and a clone, a pure blood human and a creature, a pure blood human and a Nephilim, a pure blood human and the fallen ones.
I'm the cow. Listen, I'm gonna make you sweat, make you wet, make you wet. I'm gonna make you scared, little baby, pissing in your cancer pressure.
Vault unlocked.
Hello, what is up, you dazzling diamonds and the others? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Linda Kyle, and this is the Vault. Anyway, you guys, let's jump straight into this video. Alrighty then, you guys, if you guys haven't already, please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. And if you guys do enjoy my videos, please do click on that thank you button. And before you guys leave out of here, please do drop me a comment in the comment section down below. All right, in this video, you guys, I want to talk about men. Yeah. So a goat has perished after falling pregnant after being outworded by 8 men. A goat. Bestiality. 8 men outworded this goat, it fell pregnant, and then it perished. Men. Some men, not all men. But why are you guys like this? Why do you always have to stick your thingy in a wormhole? You can't survive without doing that, well. Even a goat. You know that it is a sin. I know that blasphemy is one sin that cannot be forgiven. But I read somewhere in the Bible, I think it was Deuteronomy, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I am wrong, right? where God was saying that one of the sins that cannot be forgiven is men laying with animals, with beasts, bestiality. Because of what the Nephilims did. They were combining man and animals and all these things to create their own creation. They wanted to be like God. You know, it's so crazy how everybody says that they love God and they want to live up to all of his commandments and his rules and all these things. But at the end of the day, we are like Satan. We behave like Satan because Satan also knows all of God's rules, but he wants to do the other thing. He wants to commit the sins and the crimes and the things. People do that. Let it sink in. Right? These 8 men are with a goat. 8. What happens? Do you guys go? Are you chilling? I don't know what happened. Are you on drugs? Or what is going on with you? And then you're like, one says, let's sleep with this goat. And then all other 7 men are like, yeah, this is a great idea. Not even one of you guys say, this is so weird. This is a sin or this is a problem. It's a furry animal. All 8 of you just want to stick your thing in a wormhole. One after the other. That is so weird.
And yes. Man, guys.
It's disgusting. It reminds me of another influencer or content creator on TikTok or on the internet. Who the Punisher.
This is my body, this is my life. You can do whatever you want.
Oh,
So,
when I know shop is a people, knows how this is people. When I know what
No.
at least like car.
Nesi enlarge, just so like
No, we decorate, my bra.
yeah, it's like
Yeah.
you level like
Leon, I
you know spilling
yeah.
fellow.
I am manana, so we barely fast lap. In say, on straight.
Like
Bra, ki tronk or when and gondo ya ki tole ante di deng. No so chance ki tronk or when anje o
No.
boni di deng. Wa khalla di deng.
no ki batla man, no next time it's go kai.
Yeah.
I was wondering when I would bring that up or bring him up. This is the time. That guy went onto a podcast. Everybody's so scared of him because of his muscles and stuff. His deformed muscles. He's one of those people that if he was there back in the day, he would be like the Nephilim people. Abo Kanyimba and them. They want to make new creations out of what God has given them. Have you seen the guy's muscles? We all know that it's not real. He has to inject things or something like that. He looks disfigured. And he's a bouncer.
On the record, are you using steroids?
I was. 2015, I tried steroids. I tried the competition effect for bodybuilding. Like I used to be lean. I compete the IFBB for around Northwest. I get to Rela. I get to Sintol. I'm talking about Sintol. Get oil. Get oil. Like, I want to like, I want to like, didn't when how like highly side effect more mulling. Didn't I animate? I want to enter. I want to enter. It's sharp. But I keep pulls, I keep flicks. It's sharp. For that, there's no side effect. There's some people, how about you to hire it and someday it turned to a stone.
That guy crushed the windscreen of a car with his fist. But I promise you this, if somebody was to knock him out or hit him in the wrong place, that guy's going to be out of here. Because of the things that he puts into his body to look like that. He actually has a group of friends. They all look like that. That is so weird to me. That guy went into a podcast and he said that when he was younger, his first sexual encounter was with I think it was a goat as well. A goat.
Then you smash a pudi.
Hey, Rigile, you know, bravo. Hey, necessarily bana. Hey, if start jadi pudi, aku baru file. a botoka tsa e tona fale ra ilwela re ntse diputsi
Panisha, be serious.
ke nnete le go jana ko maragong nna re janeng ko maragong.
He clipped a goat, him and his friends. And everybody on the internet was laughing about it like it was a glorious thing. If anything, they hype him up because they say that he's such a good husband because of how he treats his wife. We're not there, we don't know. All I know is you slept with a goat. You're weird for that. You did bestiality. You came out onto a podcast. Podcast will fall. I told you guys. It's getting weirder and weirder. And everybody in the comment section laughed about it. That is not funny, guys. That is not funny. It's not funny because these guys, 8 guys, did it to another goat. It fell pregnant and it died. It had to die. God has to do what he has to do. What the Nephilims did back then is not going to happen again. God flooded the earth because of those things. He had to flush those creatures out of this earth. And you think it's funny for you to go and clip a goat. And the rest of the internet thinks it's funny. Because
it's the Punisher.
And that guy, he speaks about a lot of sexual healing. He freaks me out. I would be freaked out as his wife, his girlfriend, or his lover, or whatever, to think that my man slept with a goat. Even if you were just a small boy. Some people justify it and say, he was just a boy. It doesn't matter. You think God forgets? He knew what he was doing was wrong. And then he thought it was going to be funny to mention it on a podcast. And then everybody thought it was funny. It's not funny to me. That is weird. I told you about those guys that also clip it. You know that animal? I forget what the name is. It's big, but it looks like a lizard.
Bro, I'm sorry, what? The authorities said I've never seen a crime like this. I would hope so. Basically, 4 guys in India got together, made a little group, went out, and found a lizard. Imagine being guy number 4. What are you doing, dude? First off, how do you approach somebody with this idea? How do you find somebody that thinks it's a good idea? And then how do you find 2 more people that think that's a good idea?
They keep it that thing. That is so weird to me. Anything to find a warm, cozy hole. Because they're shadows. Dark, creepy shadows. Evil, demonic. They probably, in their bloodline somewhere, have the Nephilim blood in them. Somewhere, somehow. Because who thinks it's a normal thing to sleep with an animal? A furry, stinky animals stink. They have their own scent. It's like people that let their dogs kiss them. And why are you doing that? That's so grimy. Dogs have that smell. No. I told you about my dog, Alex, that we got for the kids. And I ended up taking care of Alex myself. But I started to bath him every single day with the dog shampoo because of that smell. And then I made a mistake. I sprayed him, got my perfume. Because it's just, that smell is just, it's unforgettable. Not to carpet in my hands or something. And then he started to get like this dry skin. And I felt so bad. Because I felt so bad for the guy. After about 2 weeks or so, I was like, babe, take him away. I can't. Because I'm the one that's training him, living with him every single day. I'm taking care of this guy. And we are no good. And also, just, I can't. All that fur, all that barking. Oh, I thought I could, I can't. And now imagine going to go keep that animal. And it's not only men that do it, women also do it. But in this video, I'm talking about men. Why do you have to do that? You are rapists. Live with the ladies. You are raping goats. The Punisher, you're sleeping with goats. What's to say that you still don't do it? And I believe that people that offend will re-offend. And everybody just laughs. What a great story. Yeah, a confused young man or an experimental young man. Goopy. Sis, it's disgusting. And then I saw another video of this other guy. He was being brought into the police station by the army, South African army. His legs. Now, on the caption on the video, it says that since the police don't want to do their jobs to find these rapists, the community is going to do the job. and we're going to bring these people in crippled. That's why they were holding him by his legs. His legs were spread like this. So now I'm like, okay, let me watch this video. They bring him in there. They're holding him by the legs. Once they get to the front desk at the thing, at the police station, he drops one leg and then he tries to stand on the other leg. He collapses because the leg is broken. The community members and the army went to go find that guy that R-worded this other girl. The cops weren't doing anything about the situation. They were not doing their jobs in this situation. So the lady that was helping this young girl got the army involved in their uniform to go find this guy. And they say, if you're not going to find the rapist yourselves, we'll bring them in with all the evidence and everything and the witnesses. They even brought in the witnesses. But we're going to bring them in crippled. They should have also broke his thing. They should have done it. His leg was, I don't know who broke his leg. I'm not going to say it was the army. I'm not going to blame the army. They just brought him into the police station. But I'm just saying, they said that we're going to bring them in crippled. He tried to stand on his one leg. More fat. He deserves it. He's an rapist. How dare you do that to a woman? They don't care, these men. They're animals. And that's why they sleep with animals. The punishment. Don't be shocked. Did you see that guy? He slept with the goat. He slept with the goat. He said it. What do you mean? We're not safe. This can happen to a woman anywhere. Did you hear about the other story of that 15-year-old girl who was she 15? She was in the teens. She was already by the guy. She's paralyzed. She's in a wheelchair. She can't talk. She can't do anything for herself. That guy finished her.
Have y'all heard of the 16-year-old boy who raped a girl so bad that he blinded her and paralyzed her? His victim was Queena, who was also a high school student at the time. She was dropping off books at the Bloomingdale Regional Public Library, and Morris decided to attack her. Morris dragged Queena around the building, and he violently raped and beat her. Queena is now unable to swallow, to walk, to talk, or function on her own. So what's really odd is that Queena was on the phone and she felt the weird vibes because he was sitting on a bench across from the library. He was staring her down and she was telling her friends, like, look, this guy is creepy. I'm ready to just return the books and go back. As she was walking back, her friends heard her screaming on the phone. So one of them made a frantic phone call to 911, and they also rushed to the scene where they saw there was blood trails everywhere. Her phone also was snapped in half and partially under the car.
He finished her off. He literally finished. She'll never be the same again. R.I.P. How many other little kids have been R.'d and they perish? That thing is so bad. It's so traumatic. It can make your heart stop. You can die. Not only from that physical trauma down there, your heart will stop. Your brain will stop functioning. You die. That thing is so bad. It is so bad. And men just think that, it's just a vajayjay. I'm going in, I'm going out, I'm going to be relieved. You don't know what you are doing to these people. And God is going to get you. It's nice for you now. And if you go to jail, those men are also going to get you because they know all your files when you go there. And they ask you, so you are a woman. Okay. Here's a cookie. Here's some bread. I baked it myself. You're going to be their wife at the end of the night. European kids, they're going to teach you a lesson in there. And then after that, you're going to still face God. You think you're just relieving yourself. You just want to stick it in anyway. Even the ones that are doing it to animals, you're going to hell. You're going to carry your flame. You're going to eat it. You're going to breathe it. You'll never get a drop of water. And whatever the sin that you are doing on earth, in hell, it's going to be done to you over and over again. Over, non-stop. And the demons, they love to hear your screams. They love it. It's like music to them. You know, in heaven, the music is going to be so sweet and lovely. And we'll be praising God all day, all night. We don't even have to eat. Whether you'll be thirsty. And they're going to be clipping you for eternity. Eternity is a long time. And then you deserve it because you're an animal. Outrageing animals. It's disgusting. Some men are so disgusting. The ones that are raping their wives and girlfriends, dragging them. Because you're not even a man. You're not man enough. You can't go, get a girl woo her, and then maybe she'll give it up. When you have to take things, because you're just a monster. Even your energy reads monster. Ladies don't even want you. That's why they don't want you. Now you're mad at females. You have to take it. No, you're not even mad at females. You just get a kick from being that aggressive and taking something so precious. Already a lady, guys, can paralyze that lady, can kill her. This is a fact. It is happening. It is happening. Sis. Anyway, if you guys haven't, we'll always choose the bear. A bear is not going to outwit me. It's going to scratch me up. It's going to rip me apart. It's going to bite my head off. I'll be finished. But it's not going to do that to me. That thing is so traumatic. Even girls that break their virginities, they'll cry, even if it was their choice. But it's something very deep. It's something very sacred for a reason. Imagine being outwitted or by a group of men.
The boss started with me down there. He raped me, started all the things that he did. And these are the ones are waiting for him to finish. My friend is on the bed, naked. The trauma that when he is done there, he's coming to me. So that was the game. Number 1 came. Number 2 came. Number 3 came. Number 4 came. Number 5 came. Up until number 6 came. And when this one comes off me, he's on top of the bed to my friend. Just like that. It was a circle. When they take a breather with drugs, alcohol, everything that they had.
They're also naked as well.
They are also everybody's naked there. Everyone is naked. Everyone is naked. Just this, the pain that I went through is unbearable. It's unbearable in such a way that, when you grow, you understand the pain better. As you grow, that is what I've noticed with my story. As you grow, you understand the pain better. The pain gets deeper. It does not get light. It gets deeper.
That thing is so sad. No. I was even confused when I saw Omakati speaking about the fact that she was outwitted. And guess who was there? Also Mizi. A person that actually has a record for that kind of thing. He had his whole sexual thing with that other guy. It's on record. A girl is speaking about being outwitted to a person that was convicted, was a record of that kind of thing. I was just like, what the hell is this? It's so uncomfortable. And many, 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 many women have been outwitted or taken advantage of sexually. Some of them don't even know it, but they know the next morning, something happened here. It's a feeling. And their perpetrators right there. Are you good, girl? Let's get some breakfast. No, we did nothing. But you can feel it as a woman, It sucks something out of your soul. And what I'm saying is true. Right? Anyway, if you guys haven't already, please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And if you guys do enjoy my videos, please do click on that thank you button. And before you guys leave out of here, please do drop me a comment in the comment section down below. Good luck, ladies. Be safe. Wherever you go, take God with you. You leave that door, that house. Pray. Armor yourself. Walk with the Lord. Be with Him. Be in prayer 24/7. I'm not saying that the creeps are not going to come. The scavengers, they will still come. But trust me, God will intervene. He always does. He always does. Don't live your life in La La Land, in the cotton candy, fluffy world. It's not fluffy, this place. It's dangerous. It's so dangerous. And drinking ulahle out there, grooving, wada, it's not good for you. It's not safe for women out there. It's not even safe for men. Right? Take care of yourself. I'll see you in the next.